What's going on, guys? It is Ron60 and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the next episode of the Walking Dead TV series, which was entitled Them. Like my previous review, this here review contains spoilers, so if you have not seen the new Walking Dead episode, please click off the video now. Following on from last week's episode in which we lost Tyrese, the group are now on the road and they're basically looking for food and supplies because they have nothing really left and they have no resources whatsoever, so they're basically having to scavenge all of their, all their food, all their water. And this episode had a really good tone to it. It feels so much different. It feels really different now. The Walking Dead really feels like a different type of show than what we thought it was when we first started watching it. Like throughout the seasons, it's been getting more different and different. It has a different feeling every time a new season starts, and even when a new second half starts. And this one really has had a great start so far. I've really enjoyed it. This episode had a huge concentration on Maggie and Daryl and Sasha because they're trying to deal with their losses because we've lost Beth and we've lost Tyrese, and they're all trying to deal with this whole trauma thing that's happened beforehand. I think Maggie really did a great job. Lauren Cohan, she did a phenomenal job as Maggie in this episode. I really do feel sorry for Maggie and Daryl and Sasha for losing these people in their family. People mean a lot to them and they're closest to in the group. The acting was really superbly done by everyone. Rick got a couple of good lines in this episode. He did say one of the most famous lines from the comic book series, probably the most famous line, which was "We are the Walking Dead." That was brilliant. I had to rewind on the episode and play it because I friggin' loved that part. I was waiting for Rick to actually say it in the episode because I already knew it was going to be said because MTV actually spoiled it. But they did say something big was going to happen. Like, it was going to be some emotional ride or something, I don't know. But then I know what they're getting at because at the very end, a guy from a familiar face from the comic book series came into the show, who was Aaron. Now he's a scavenger, I believe, for the Alexandria Safe Zone, and he's one of the gay characters in the Walking Dead comic book series. So apparently he knows Rick because he just says, Rick Grimes, I know him or something. I'd like to speak to the man who's in charge, Rick Grimes. And he's talking to Maggie and Sasha because they're just sitting there out in some field with his wee doll thing. I don't know what it is. And then he just comes out of nowhere and just says, I'd like to meet your leader or something, Rick Grimes. And Maggie and Sasha are like, how do you know him? And it ends right there. Well, it was a great conclusion. It definitely on the cliffhanger this time. I really hope to see what happens. I'm going to leave a link to the promo and sneak peek in the description below, and many other things that may occur within the next week for the next Walking Dead episode. This episode, it was basically on the road. They were on the road the whole time, and the group was incredibly tired. Now, this definitely showed whenever they were walking in front of a bunch of walkers coming behind them, and they were just walking up this here big long road up the highway, and they got to this bridge, and then there was a group of people on each side, which was Rick and Abraham on each end, and a couple of other survivors behind them. And though they didn't even try to attempt to fight the walkers, like kill them with their knife, they just stood in front of them and let the walkers walk towards them, and then just slip sideways and they fell down a ditch. That's how tired they were. In a zombie apocalypse, I don't think I would actually be doing that. Well, to be honest, if I was in that sort of situation right now that the group was currently in, I don't know if I could actually do that type of thing. I'd be probably holding back because, emotions run high and then they make you more of a coward, in my opinion they do, and I wouldn't be the one who'd be standing up in front of walkers, letting them walk towards me and maybe even bite me if they could. I'd be just one holding back. But this one was really, really different from what we're used to. Just let the walkers walk towards you, slip sideways, and they fell down a ditch. That was really strange, but it's pretty cool too. And then Sasha, she went crazy and just killed every walker. She's mighty pissed off at the minute. And I thought her and Michonne were going to have a scrap or something because they were just squaring up to each other. But Sasha's just depressed, so it's self-explainable why she's been like this. And there's a part where they find the barn they find a barn. Not this barn, from Herschel's farm now. They go into this barn, and then in the teaser trailer for this week, we kept constantly being teased with this thing going down in the barn where they're all pushing against the door. Well, it did happen, but it went on for like a minute or two, and then it just cuts forward in time to like the next day, and then that's when when the meet Aaron thing happens, because that went down. I definitely thought we were going to see Morgan this episode, but we didn't, because when I heard the rumours that there's going to be a reunion type of thing, and then I thought Morgan, familiar face, is going to be coming. Is it Morgan? And then they find a message. Rick finds it, or Daryl finds a bit of paper saying from a friend that they find water, and then I'm thinking Morgan, but how is Morgan ahead of them now? Because I don't get it. There's going to be a time this season, I believe now, that Morgan will catch up with Rick's group, and well, I don't know what's going to happen. Another thing is, it was in terms of Father Gabriel. He's still with the group, yes. I like Gabriel. He's not too bad of a character. I just want to give him more time, see how he does, because a lot of people haven't liked him so far, because he's been kind of useless in the group. People say Eugene is, but if you haven't read the comic book series, we all know how useful Eugene will be to the group in the long run. We all know it's going to go down, right? Hopefully soon, but we're just going to have to see what happens. But Gabriel just takes off. I think he just says, "The hell with that whole father thing in the church. We'll just take off this collar thing and burn it in the fire." Maggie's just like, I think Gabriel realizes now you can't trust God to keep you alive in this world. You're just going to die if you believe in that, because if you believe in that, you're definitely screwed. And Gabriel realizes that, and then he can't do it no more. And also Daryl, he's in depression too, because I thought he was going to go back the way he was, kind of an asshole in the very first season of The Walking Dead, because he lost Beth. But no, it didn't really. I think he's trying to grow even more closer to Rick and Carol. So I definitely think he's going to even be more closer to Rick and trust him with his life even more than ever before. And Carol, I don't know if they're going to hook up or not. I don't think it's going to happen at all. Just like Carol gives Daryl a kiss in the forehead, that's about it. Like, we're not going to see mouth to mouth, lips to lips kissing, but it's not going to happen. I don't see it happening, because I think Daryl's the type of guy that needs to be on his own, because that's the type of person he is. Basically, he's the hunter for the group. He can't go with anyone, because I don't know, it doesn't suit Daryl at all. We all love Daryl Dixon, but he can't be like that sort of person that can be close to someone like Carol. I don't think it's ever going to happen in the Walking Dead TV series, unless they do change it up a bit and put them together. It'll be pretty much long awaited, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So AMC did tease the attack dogs in this episode, and it just ended within 10 seconds, because Sasha put them all down with a couple of rounds of her rifle, and that was the end of it. I definitely thought we were going to see a group get properly mauled by attack dogs, and then they come up and just cut them down with Rick's machete and stuff like that. If that happened, I'd be pretty happy with that. Pretty amazing, I personally think. And another thing is, what was it? I think I've covered everything now in this episode, so I think that's all I have to say for this week, guys. It's a really great episode of The Walking Dead TV series. If I had to rate this episode, I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. It wasn't as good as last week's episode, but it definitely got things going. Like, it gave the show a much different tone than we had in the start of Season 5, midway through Season 5. Now we're on the back end of Season 5, and we've got 6 episodes remaining of this season. We've got two episodes in now for the mid-season, and we'll just have to see what happens next week. But I will definitely be doing a review for next week's episode. I can't remember the name of it, but I will let you guys know on Twitter if you guys are interested for the next Walking Dead Season 5 episode. I will leave all information I know on my Twitter page, so you can please check me out. The link will be in the description. Also, all links to Instagram, Facebook, anything you can use to connect with me. All the links will be in the description, as per usual, on all my videos. And please stay tuned for more Walking Dead content coming very soon. And I will see you guys next week for the next Walking Dead Season 5 review. And my final... Oh, I didn't really give the score. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. And stay subscribed for more Walking Dead content. See you later.